All right, here's another video for you. The division rule of exponents. When bases are the same and you are dividing, you subtract your exponents. Division, subtract. Multiplication, add. All right, so what that looks like in, arbitrary language is a to the n divided by a to the m. Bases are the same. The base is a. The exponent is n and m. So when bases are the same and you're dividing, you subtract exponents. So a to the n minus m. Okay, so there's division like that, and there's also division like this that you see as a fraction, because all fractions are just division. A to the n minus m. And I sometimes think of that division line as a minus. See? And you can have positive or negative exponents, and the rule applies. For example, 7 to the third divided by 7 to the fourth. 3 minus 4. Justify it. Okay, well, I have 3 7s on top, 4 on bottom, so I'm left with 1 7 on the bottom, or 7 to the first power, which is a very small number, so it's also equal to 7 to the negative first power. Now, it just depends how the question's worded. It may say, which one of these apply, select multiple answers. Well, there's multiple answers. Or it may say, express your answer in positive exponential form. Well, if we wanted a positive exponential, that is positive 1 on the bottom, 1 over 7 to the first power. Or it may say express your answer as a negative exponent. Well, 1 over 7 is the same thing as 7 to the negative first power. That just means 1 over. All right, next example. 6 to the third, 6 to the second, being divided. When dividing exponents with the same base, we what? Subtract them. So when dividing exponents, subtract. 3 minus 2 is 1. So 6 to the first power, or just 6. All right, here's another example. 6 to the negative 7 divided by 6 to the fourth power. All right, so 6 to the negative 7 minus, that's what that fraction line, minus 4. So 6 to the negative 7 minus 4. Sometimes we need to add the opposite in order to remember our integer rules. So negative 7 plus an additional negative 4 is negative 11. It's a very, very small number. That is an answer, and that is correct, 6 to the negative 11th power. Or if they want it as a positive exponent, we would say 1 over 6 to the 11th. So if you have a negative exponent, what you do is you negative exponent here, drop it down here. So I have my division line. Say this is my division line. And it is a negative exponent up here. Then if I drop it down here, it becomes positive. If it's a negative exponent here and I need it to be positive, I would move it up here. So negative, positive, negative, positive. You just flip it over that division line. Okay, so again, our example was negative 7 minus 4 is negative 11. You can justify this, of course, by dropping that 6 to the negative 7 below the line. We dropped it down, and now we have 1 over 6 to the 7th power, positive, times 6 to the 4th power, which we know this is what we call our multiplication rule. So when bases are the same and you're multiplying, you can just add them. So 7 plus 4 is 11. But if we want to justify it, or you forget integer rules, then you can just drop it down to the bottom and add them all up. And you get 1 over 6 to the 11th. Or we want to make it negative, we'd have to flip it up to the top. So 6 to the negative 11th. Or very, very small number, 1 over something is small. So negative exponent. All right, here's another one. Try 6 to the 7th times 6 to the 4 over 3. All right, when bases are the same and we're dividing, we can just subtract those exponents. So 4 minus 3 is 1. And we would have 6 to the 7th times 6 to the 1st power. When bases are the same and you're adding, when bases are the same and you're multiplying, you add the exponents. So you get 6 to the 8th power. 7 plus an additional 1 is 8. We can also have maybe solved it like this and said 6 to the 7th times 6 to the 4th. All right, when bases are the same and you're multiplying, you can add your exponents. So add 7 and 4. You get 11. And then 1 times 6 to the 3rd. Now this is taking us back to like 6th grade, 7th grade. Multiplication means you just multiply straight across, even if it's a fraction, just straight across. So 1 times 6 to the 3rd is 6 to the 3rd. So 11 on top, 3 on the bottom. Now we can divide. 11 minus 3 is 8. So personally, I saw this right away and said, oh, this is a 1. 4 minus 3 is 1. And 6 to the 7th times 6 to the 1st power is 6 to the 8th power. But you may do it different, and you may say, well, I want to multiply them first. You can do that as well. All right, hope that helps.